Hanging succulents are among the most beautiful and practical choices for creating a vibrant, eye-catching balcony garden. Their cascading growth habits, unique textures, and low-maintenance requirements make them perfect for both seasoned gardeners and beginners. By selecting the right succulents and caring for them properly, you can transform even a small balcony into a lush and inviting retreat. Let's dive into 10 gorgeous hanging succulents that are not only visually stunning, but also relatively easy to care for, along with tips to help each one thrive. One of the most iconic hanging succulents, the string of pearls, Senecio raulianus, is loved for its trailing strands of round, pearl-like leaves. These delicate vines spill beautifully over the edges of hanging pots, creating a striking display. To help your string of pearls thrive, place it in a spot with bright, indirect light. Avoid harsh midday sun, which can scorch the leaves, and water sparingly, allowing the soil to dry out completely between waterings. The plant's unique leaves store water, so overwatering can quickly lead to root rot. If you want fuller, healthier vines, prune occasionally to encourage bushier growth. The burro's tail, Sedum morganianum, is a favorite for its long, trailing stems covered in fleshy, overlapping leaves. Its textured appearance adds a touch of drama to any balcony garden, and its subtle blue-green color is soothing to the eyes. This plant thrives in bright light but appreciates some afternoon shade, especially in hot climates. Use well-draining soil and water only when the soil feels dry. Be cautious when handling burro's tail, as its leaves are fragile and can fall off easily. With patience and proper care, its cascading stems will grow long and lush. The string of hearts, Carapegia woody, adds a whimsical romantic feel to any space with its heart-shaped leaves that trail on slender vines. This plant is perfect for small spaces, as its delicate foliage doesn't take up much room but still makes a big impact. For optimal growth, place it in bright, indirect sunlight. Water sparingly, as the plant is drought-tolerant and prefers slightly dry conditions. If you notice the vines becoming sparse, consider trimming them back to encourage fuller growth. Closely related to burro's tail, donkey's tail, or sedum burrito, shares the same trailing habit but features thicker, more tightly packed leaves. This succulent is perfect for hanging baskets or pots with plenty of space for its long stems to cascade. Donkey's tail enjoys similar care to burro's tail. Bright light, minimal watering, and well-draining soil. Protect it from strong winds or accidental knocks, as its leaves can easily fall off. With time, its cascading foliage will create a stunning, full display. The ruby necklace, or Othonna capensis, is a standout hanging succulent with its vibrant purple stems and green leaves that can take on a reddish hue in bright sunlight. Its striking colors make it an excellent choice for adding contrast to your balcony garden. To keep your ruby necklace healthy, provide it with bright light and occasional watering. The more sunlight it receives, the deeper its colors will become. It's a fast grower, so regular pruning can help maintain its shape and prevent it from becoming too leggy. The string of bananas, also known as Senecio radicans, brings a playful vibe to your balcony with its cascading vines of banana-shaped leaves. It's fast-growing, easy to care for, and perfect for creating a lush hanging display. This succulent thrives in bright, indirect light and requires infrequent watering. Allow the soil to dry out completely before watering again. To encourage growth, pinch back the vines occasionally, which will promote bushier foliage. The fishhook Senecio, also known as Senecio radicans glauca, is known for its long, curved leaves that resemble fishhooks. Its bluish-green foliage adds a calming, cool tone to your balcony garden, making it a great complement to other colorful plants. Provide this plant with bright sunlight and well-draining soil. Water it sparingly, as overwatering can cause the leaves to yellow and drop. With proper care, the fishhook Senecio will reward you with rapid growth and a striking cascading display. The trailing ice plant, also known as Delosperma corpori, is a versatile succulent that not only has attractive trailing foliage but also produces cheerful, daisy-like flowers. Its blooms come in shades of pink, purple, and white, adding a burst of color to your balcony. This plant thrives in full sun and well-draining soil. It's drought-tolerant, but regular watering during the growing season will encourage more blooms. The trailing ice plant is perfect for creating a vibrant, lively balcony garden. Hoya linearis, while not a traditional succulent, deserves a place on this list for its trailing growth habit and low-maintenance care requirements. Its soft, slender leaves grow on cascading vines, creating a curtain-like effect that's both delicate and striking. This plant prefers bright, indirect light and occasional watering. During the growing season, you may notice small, fragrant flowers forming, adding an extra layer of charm to this already beautiful plant. The key to success with hanging succulents lies in understanding their specific needs. Most hanging succulents prefer bright, indirect light, though some can tolerate partial shade. If your balcony receives intense sunlight, consider providing some shade during the hottest part of the day to prevent scorching. Watering is another critical factor. Hanging succulents are prone to root rot if overwatered, so always allow the soil to dry out completely between waterings. Using pots with drainage holes and a well-draining succulent mix will help prevent water from pooling around the roots. Pruning is essential for maintaining the shape and health of your hanging succulents. Regularly trim back leggy vines or remove dead leaves to encourage new growth and keep your plants looking their best. Fertilizing during the growing season with a diluted succulent fertilizer can also give your plants a boost. With their cascading growth habits and unique beauty, hanging succulents are the perfect way to elevate your balcony's aesthetic. From the whimsical string of hearts to the bold ruby necklace, each plant on this list brings its own charm and character to your space. Take the time to experiment with different combinations and placements to create a dynamic and visually appealing display. And don't forget to share this guide with fellow plant lovers who might be looking for inspiration. If you enjoyed these tips, be sure to subscribe to Hydrohaven for more gardening advice and creative ideas. Together, we can turn your balcony into a lush, thriving oasis. Happy gardening!